So the idea is to make your sales and marketing more efficient.
Yeah.
And the way to do that, there's a holy trinity: branding, sales, and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
You start with a strategy, with a brand strategy. Okay, you go back to the core. You go back to point one. You start building the brand, the values, the right message, definition of the brand, definition of the customers. So many people don't understand that they're not targeting the right audience,
Yes.
or they're trying to target and get everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge no-no. One of my first question is, so who's your customer? And usually I hear everybody.
Yeah. No, but it's good to even target it down to like Susie Sowell. Susie Sowell loves shopping at these 3 stores, and she makes about this much money, and she has 2 kids, and she's been married for 6 years, and she graduated from, U of M. Like, I mean, they narrow it down to an actual persona, and this is their ideal customer that they're targeting. And
Right.
by doing that, you can create messaging that will evoke emotion from Susie Sowell, exactly her and people like her.
Find the why. Susie's why. Why Susie want to sit in your restaurant? Why Susie should buy from you? Why Susie wants to use your service, your product?
Mm-hmm.
Once you find that why, which is totally intangible, sometimes Susie doesn't know why she likes it.
Right.
Usually she doesn't.
So as a brand expert, do you do the market analysis to figure this out for your clients?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I found
like,
out all those definitions and all those reasons why. If we had Susie and her reason why to buy, you as a business owner has a reason why you have your business, why you started your business.
Mm-hmm.
There's a story. Talk about it, so people can understand why it exists,
Yeah.
and have an emotional connection. You need to find what I sell, who I sell it to, and why should they buy. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I find out all those weird, emotional, intangible things that now we need to start and manifest in your marketing. Every designer has their own comfort zone, their own style. I have a very specific style. And if it is not the right style for the brand that I work on, I shouldn't design it. I should find a designer that's their thing, design that style. If you sell online, you have an automated email after a sale that goes to the visitor. Thank you for your order, or your order is on its way. 90% of online retailers don't even go and do anything with this email. So we all get the same, your order is on the way. Thank you for using us. Thank you for order. Wow, really interesting. I took that thing, that story, and the first email that you get automatically after you made a purchase is that story. So you can understand more about the product that you already bought. I mean, I got your money already, so it's not about the money. It's about you to have a better connection and understanding why we do what we do.
Right.
And I got to say that since this company started using the story, the brand story, the connection was better. The retention was much higher. We got returning visitors for the website from like 4.2%. It was last February. In May, it was already 18 point something. I don't remember.
Okay, wow.
So that's 3 months. When you work with your clients, just deduct it to the smallest detail that can be aligned with your customers.
So when you put together a campaign for a client, do you do all forms of media, or is it just print, or is it just radio or TV, or a mixture? Is it digital?
That's a great question. The media is part of the customer definition.
Mm-hmm.
If the customer is not there, don't go there. So there are two things when you work on media. The first thing is what the media will help you do or achieve. And the second thing is, should I use the media? Is my customer there?
Right.
Should I do Twitter, Instagram, Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Think about it. Susie's on Facebook. Maybe she's only on Instagram.
Right.
So why do I need to put money on Facebook?
Exactly.
I can catch her only there. It's like, you have to be on social media. You have to be on social media, but not on all social media.
It's so much better to do 2 platforms really, really great than to do 3 or 4 just barely, just to have a stagnant presence on them, just to say that you're on them. You don't have to be everywhere. You just need to be where those very important channels. If your customer base is on Facebook, you need to be on Facebook and Instagram. You don't have to be on Twitter and LinkedIn and Pinterest and YouTube and Snapchat and IMO and like whatever else channels there are. So yeah, so I think that that's an important part. But back to kind of leveraging different forms of media. So like you said, only if they're ready. Only if the client is ready and they're there to actually, have campaigns run via media, that's when you do it. And again, that's an important point, just making sure that not going crazy with it. It's a waste of money. I think a lot of people, and I work with a lot of musicians too, as they're trying to, create brand awareness, and they will spend a ridiculous amount of money just trying to get their name heard or their music heard. And it's like, you got to be strategic. There's a way to do it to make, the most bang for your buck, basically.
Everything matters. Every small thing matters. And you have to deliver on your promise. That's the most important thing. Small business, moms and pops, a model, an actor, a singer, or a huge corporation, you have to deliver on your promise.
Whether it's for social, email campaigns, if it's putting together, whatever it may be, and that takes a lot of hours and manpower and brain power to put together the content and the campaigns that go into the consistency.
But it will be much easier to work on all that content after you actually thought about what they will want to hear, what tone of voice do I need.
You got to give me at least a month to do a complete audit of your stuff and to really dig deep into what your brand is, where it's at, and build out a strategy so that moving forward, because I'm not just going to post a post. It's a waste of your money, of my time. It's not going to help you. It doesn't make any sense. And I think
you have to have trial and error to understand what works.
Yes. So then that's the next phase is trying and seeing what works and what resonates with the audience. Because again, going back to musicians, and you think you've got a really hot song and you post it and nobody cares, and then you drop something that you're unsure of and everyone loves it. It's trial and error. I mean, you post, you see what people react to, and then you're like, wow, a lot of people reacted to that. Do something similar. Wow, a lot of people reacted to that. Okay, now you're onto something, and you keep moving with those kind of things. If you see that there's certain pieces of content that just aren't getting any reaction, stop posting those pieces of content. Stop using that in your branding messaging. Well, thank you so much for reaching out and for joining me. It's been a great conversation. I've learned a lot and had a lot of good conversations. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. It was really, really awesome. And we'll talk soon.
All right. Thanks.